Okay, guys. Yes, everyone. All right, I'm gonna do a 5 minute video, about 5 minutes, 7 minutes or something. So it's basically 3:50 right now. I'm gonna do 5 to 7 minutes or something. 3:50. Wait, let me just make sure I got the exact time, guys. Donna. 3:49. So 7 minutes. I'll do like 5 to 7 minutes. So 3:49 to about 4:04 to about 4:06. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to talk about lots of informative stuff, okay? About social media, about different things, okay? So at the end of the day, and about Kiss Cafe as well, that thing that happened at Kiss Cafe. So we all know this to be true. I mean, sometimes you could be someone that people have completely disregarded or think isn't important or doesn't going to do well or doesn't have anything going on, and you might just think that about someone, right? You might feel that way about someone, right? And you might think they're never going to make it, they're not going to do well, right? But at the end of the day, some people surprise us and some people do very well, right? So you can't say that for sure, and you can't be like, oh, they're definitely not going to do anything, they're definitely not going to be happy, they're not, they're not going to be successful, whatever. They're not going to, even with somebody's looks, right? People's looks change, they evolve, and I did see one video saying, people that are unattractive are always going to be unattractive. It is really true. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Not that, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It really is true that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some people like people that are less conventionally attractive, and not everyone's going to find their dream person, dream partner. But you have the potential to, right? Because everybody likes different things, right? You can't say one person is going to like someone or whatever, right? We really don't know who's going to end up with who, right? Some people are very confident and they have confidence, and they end up with someone, right? That doesn't mean anything really, right? But I mean, yes. I mean, typically you're going to think that the most gorgeous person is going to end up with the most gorgeous person. But I mean, there are lots of people that like people of different types, different looks, and some people think someone is really gorgeous, and they're not to other people, right? We all have different tastes. The world is filled with many different people. We all like different things, right? Some people only like intelligence. Some people only want to have a connection with someone physically or emotional connection. Otherwise, they can't be with them, right? And they might not find the conventionally attractive, right? I mean, for the most part, I'm conventionally attractive. For the most part, conventionally attractive people are the most attractive. In the way the world works right now, maybe in 20 years, 10 years, the world will think differently, right? But the way the world works right now, the most conventionally attractive people are the better looking ones, more popular and get more attention. But that doesn't mean they're the most beautiful in the future. That doesn't mean that they'll get the partner that they want. They'll get the. I mean, I'm whatever. I'm going on and on. But the point is, someone that's conventionally attractive, is the most popular. More people like them out of everybody else, right? But that doesn't mean that someone that's not conventionally attractive is not going to find their dream person that's like really good. I've seen so many people that I've wanted to date, that are dating someone way less attractive than I am, right? Is it right? Is it wrong? No, it's just the reality, right? Some people fall for connections, some people fall for other things, right? Anyway, the other thing I'm going to talk about is the Kiss Cafe thing. So in the Kiss Cafe thing, the girl complains about someone that's on social media, and she says, "Oh, guess what? This person insulted me, said I'm not in their caliber of the restaurant, whatever." So the person that made fun of them basically got fired, and the person that was insulted, saying, "You don't have enough subscribers to sustain the ad that I'm going to do, whatever," and so that person ended up getting 100,000 followers on YouTube or on TikTok. So now she's a starlet and the other person's out of a job, right? So at the end of the day, no matter how popular you think you are, and maybe you really are popular, how you treat people really matters, right? You don't want to be treated badly by someone that, you have to give people the benefit of the doubt, but you also have to make sure you're not being treated badly because you're too nice, right? Whatever that means. But, you want to be able to remember that some people really can make changes, and maybe they won't even do that till next year or the year after, or whatever. Like, people might have their moment, right? And to make fun of them, no matter who they are, is wrong, right? The other thing that I'm going to talk about is totally about the haters on social media that make comments, okay? I just saw a girl, she's like 50 years old. She's like super good looking for 50. She's like 53 or something. She looks great. I mean, she has wrinkles, of course. She has like, you know, obvious signs on her neck that she's a little bit older, but she looks really, really good. Like she's really, really pretty, right? And the people are tearing her apart saying she looks 80, whatever, right? I mean, the point that I'm going to try to make in this video, this is a definite point that I really think is very important. But the point I'm trying to make in this video is on social media, you get tons of hate for even the simplest of things. One person said they had a healthy baby, they want a healthy baby, and someone just reamed them out, right? And we all live in a world with lots of different people, so you do get hated, you do get certain things, and you really have to not care, right? Because at the end of the day, if someone's really hating you for whatever you're saying, maybe they're really down and out. But the point is, you should not be bothered by it, because at the end of the day, you know, you like if you're excited about how pretty you are. That girl that I talked to just now, she's really pretty. She looks really good. She wears all this cool jewelry. She's got long, beautiful hair. I mean, she looks like she's 30 or 40, right? She's really pretty. I'm sure she could get a date no problem. She's really pretty, right? But they just ripped her apart, right? So you have to remember, like, on social media, the hate that we get, all that, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if you're happy with yourself or you're happy with what you're doing, you should not worry about the hate on the internet, like, at all, right? Like, 'cause some people get ripped, I get ripped apart. I'm not that bad. Like, I don't get that much hate. People know I'm nice to everyone, so nobody really hates me that much. But sometimes I do get a lot of hate, and it's really frustrating, because you're like, well, I'm a nice person, I try really hard, I want to make sure people like my channel, get inspired. But not everyone thinks the same way we do, right? So they might think, oh, well, we're trying to be nice, we're trying to do all this, right? But at the end of the day, some people don't think the way we do, right? Me and my fans, right? So some people just really don't like us, and they want to say it out loud, they want to tell us, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, we have to be strong, right? We have to be strong people and not care about that, because what are we going to do, right? We can't be bothered, right? We have no time for that, right? They are saying the other thing too that I want to talk about is people that are busy. You know, you see people that are busy. I do so much, right? You see me, I work full time, plus I do this all the time. I'm always on here, I'm always doing something. I'm always exercising, I'm always dieting. I mean, I'm working so hard, right? And some people just don't have that ability. And I mean, I'm not to say you can't, but some people just don't have that ability. And we all, and this person was saying, we all grow up differently, we all have different ideas about things. And we see someone that works so hard and we think, oh my God, like how? But people are different sometimes. And some people have been shut down for what they want to do in their childhood, and it makes it hard, right? My childhood was complete bliss. I was like so happy, right? So I had like maybe some bad things happen in my childhood, but like really nothing really major, right? So I just feel so happy. I have an abundance of happiness all the time, right? And my childhood was a happy childhood, right? So for me, it wasn't like a difficult thing for me, right? So someone else might be stifled. Maybe their parents were strict in the wrong ways. Maybe people said to their child, "You're not good for anything. You'll not do well." You know, lots of people get a lot of different things in their life, and that's why they grow up the way they do, right? So that might explain why some people have a harder time. It's not impossible to change your life. You don't want to have regrets in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and so try to do something. And some people just don't care. I mean, they don't care about being exercise fanatics or whatever, right? Anyway, guys, let's see the time, guys. Donna. Yes, guys, the video is about 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Bye, Norva.